Hello and welcome to this very special budget expectation episode and as you can see मैं आ गई हूँ कोटक म्यूचुअल फंड के दफ्तर में and आप सब समझ ही गए होंगे नीलेश शाह से मिलने के लिए. Hello and welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for taking time out and this is going to be our budget expectations episode. But सवाल तो हमारे जो होते हैं हमेशा वही रहेंगे आपसे. मुझे आपसे एक सवाल ये पूछना है, पहले शुरुआती में ही पूछ लेती हूँ, अंत में पूछने का कोई मतलब नहीं है. अगर आप फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर होते, ओके, इस वक्त अगर आप एक पूर्ण बजट आफ्टर द न्यू मैंडेट गवर्नमेंट अगर आपको पेश करना होता, एक ऐसा फैसला जो आप ज़रूर ही लेते और एक ऐसा फैसला जो आप ज़रूर नहीं लेते.
सो एक फैसला जो मैं लेता कि जो अच्छा काम हुआ है उसको आगे लेके जाता. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई माँ बाप नहीं चाहता कि अपने बच्चों पे वो कर्जा छोड़ के जाए.
राइट.
गवर्नमेंट जब फिस्कल डेफिसिट बढ़ाती है तो फ्यूचर जनरेशन के ऊपर टैक्स लगता है और इसीलिए फिस्कल प्रूडेंस का पाथ अपनाना चाहिए. ये काम मैं ज़रूर आगे लेके जाता. एक चीज़ जो नहीं करनी चाहिए वह है कि एक कहावत है कि आप किसी को फ़िश दो या उसे फ़िशिंग सिखाओ. सिमिलरली अगर हम लोगों को फ्रीबीज देते हैं, सब्सिडीज़ देते हैं, उससे ज़्यादा उस पैसों से हम एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी क्रिएट करें, ग्रोथ खड़ा करें, तो उसके बेनिफिट इकोनॉमी में ज़्यादा रहेंगे. तो मेरी कोशिश यही रहेगी कि जितना ज़रूरी है वो सब्सिडीज़ एंड फ्रीबीज में दिया जाए, बट ज़्यादातर पैसा ग्रोथ अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ में, एम्प्लॉयमेंट क्रिएट करने में उसमें लगाए.
All right. Now let's talk about the budget and also let me begin with your recommendation to the finance minister. जब आपसे बातचीत हुई तो क्या क्या बातें आपने उनके सामने रखी है? ये सवाल इसीलिए भी महत्वपूर्ण हो जाता है बिकॉज इंडिया एज एन इमर्जिंग मार्केट इस दो राहे पर खड़ा हो रखा है जहाँ पर हम बुनियादी तौर पर काफ़ी मजबूत है बट ग्लोबली बहुत ज़्यादा हलचल हो रही है. वी नीड टू इंश्योर दैट वी गिव बूस्ट टू आवर कंजम्पशन. वी नीड टू इंश्योर दैट देयर इज़ कंटिन्यूटी इन ऑल the reforms that were taken, decisions were taken earlier. We need to see the policy continuity. तो क्या ऐसा भी कोई वक्त है, क्या ऐसा वक्त अब आ गया है जहाँ पर हम कोई ठोस कदम ले सकते हैं आगे बढ़ने के लिए हमारे लिए?
So right now this is महाकुंभ time.
Right.
And त्रिवेणी संगम पे महाकुंभ होता है.
जी.
हमारी भी गुजारिश यही रहेगी कि finance minister should do त्रिवेणी संगम.
Interesting.
The first is path of fiscal prudence. You have already committed 4.5% fiscal deficit for next year. Please honor it.
Right.
Second, right now private investment is subdued.
Right.
And urban consumption is subdued. This is resulting into our growth trajectory coming down from 8% to 6% level. So this budget should continue to focus on capex. This year, the target was 11,111 crore. Since private investment will take time to revive, the government will have to carry the load. The urban consumption is subdued
Right.
because of the leverage spending, EMI burden. It's time to give them some concession, either as a subvention on leverage or EMIs. Or by way of some tax cuts so that consumption can bounce back and it can have multiplier effect.
Right.
While doing this, obviously she will require resources because खर्चा बढ़ाना है, fiscal deficit कम करनी है, तो revenue बढ़नी चाहिए.
Absolutely.
And today, in terms of your tax compliant tax rates, we are reasonably high. Our corporate tax rates are low, but personal income tax are high. So there's not much we can do over there. So please raise resources for all this spending and investment by way of divestment, by way of monetization of government assets.
Right.
If you can do this, maintain fiscal prudence, give support to urban consumption and government capex,
Right.
and finally raise resources by monetizing government assets, PSU assets, I think that Triveni Sangam market and economy both will like.
एग्जैक्टली सिंस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द इकोनॉमी और आपने सब तमाम फैक्टर्स यहाँ पर गिनाए जो बहुत ज़रूरी हैं इकोनॉमी को बूस्ट करने के लिए और एक बदलाव लाने के लिए आई ऑल्सो जस्ट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड इज देयर अ पॉसिबिलिटी फॉर न्यू काइंड ऑफ रिफॉर्म और न्यू काइंड ऑफ एनी न्यूनेस दैट यू माइट वांट टू सी बिकॉज the entire world now is looking at India, okay? But जिस तरह के geopolitical changes हमें globally होते हुए दिखाई दे रहे हैं, it is very important for India to take a strong stand on certain aspects. What according to you are those aspects जो कि एक message देंगे to the world that we are a very strong emerging economy और हम top पर हैं because we deserve that position and we have it in us?
So one, budget is just the annualized balance sheet and P&L of the government.
Right.
But the communication of budget should reassure investors that India is moving in right direction. Number two, we are the fastest growing major economy.
True.
But we should be aiming for double-digit growth, widening our gap over other emerging markets.
Right.
And to go to double-digit growth, obviously we need to do many reforms.
Sure. Yeah.
The difficult reforms are land reform, labor reform, judicial reform, farm reform. These are tougher ones. It requires political will, consultation, and consensus building. So we should hint about how we are going to do it over a period of time. Investors will be more than happy to give their time for achieving those reforms. The second one will be related to doing things in a far better manner than what we are doing right now. For example, ease of doing business, it is improving, but we need to do far more and far quickly. Now, here we need to put a roadmap that, okay, our ease of doing business index has improved, but we want to take it to the higher level, and these are the steps which we are taking. For example, there are many laws which restrict our entrepreneurs. Can the budget make an announcement that we are setting up committee to remove this many number of laws? Don't be happy with removing 100, 200, 500 laws. Can we think of removing 5,000 laws? The third thing is what we are doing well and which has made us the fastest growing major economy. We must maintain the momentum.
Right.
The defense spending, the R&D investments, the infrastructure investment, the path of fiscal prudence, these are all things which have helped us become the fastest growing major economy. We must maintain the momentum.
Right.
Essentially, while presenting the P&L and balance sheet of the government, we should also lay the vision of the government so that we remain fastest growing major economy and ultimately reaching to our potential of double-digit growth.
Right, absolutely. Thank you so much, sir, for being a part of this conversation today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.